Good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to this beautiful new day. I welcome you to your practice. Thank you for joining me. Either you're joining me live on this early Saturday morning where I'm streaming live from Cape Town, my favorite little corner of the world, or you might join me via replay. So if you do, leave a little comment, some hearts. Just let me know that you're there. I honor you for showing up. This is really a testimony of our commitment to ourselves. This practice is, in my view, the most important practice in the Awakened Leadership Toolkit. It's really where everything begins. When I'm willing to pause, when I'm willing to be taught by the journey, I want to learn, to really, really listen, and to help myself actually as I'm on this walking this human expedition, which we all know is not necessarily the easiest thing. So commitment to this practice and to practice is so important. The body easily gets distracted, scattered, because we're not just dealing with our journey, we're also dealing with our human physiology, and that needs a bit of help on the way so that we don't get stuck in old stuff, old reactions to what we've experienced. So I welcome you and I honor you, my fellow students of Awakened Leadership. So just spend some time arriving into the space. The more you come back to this space, the easier it gets. I'm finding I've just come out of a 28-day boot camp with some of our beautiful students in Awakened Leadership, our Reclaim Your Power boot camp. And I can just feel how my body craves this space, this stillness, this way to start my day, to silence, to really connect with that inner sacred well, the wisdom that flows within. And it helps me to move from my center in all I say, in all I think, and in all I do. So take a bit of time to arrive. If you're used to the practice, you might have set up a sacred space for your morning practice. Making sure also as you arrive that you're seated comfortably and also aware of your posture. So easy with life, right? We begin to slouch and feel sometimes even a bit defeated. So yeah, we just want to get back into our posture, into embracing life and the journey, walking into life upright. I also want to read a little bit this morning. I've been reading a bit of poetry, as most of you know who know me. I really enjoy some readings and poetry from David White, and this is one of his books, The Bell and the Blackbird. And this morning I was sitting with the poem Twice Blessed, and I think it's so important that we walk through the journey with gratitude, and if we realize that we're actually incredibly blessed and the journey is not against us but for us, it's really helpful in how we choose to see life, the lens we choose for life. And this poem as well for me, I've worked a lot this year on one of my values of generosity, especially with people, with myself, being generous with myself, allowing myself space to both heal and to actively develop. But also, as we walk this journey with people, often we get hurt. And some of these values, like for me, generosity, has been really, really powerful in forgiveness processes. That's been big for me this year, as I've had a huge body reset with operations and so on, which has brought me deeper, deeper into my healing, deeper into a more silent space inside of me. So this poem really has been helpful as well in my space. And I want you also to reflect on, as we start our practice this morning, what is it that you would like to still within you? What is noisy inside of you? Where could you add more generosity to your journey towards yourself, but also towards others? So on our path of awakened leadership, when we look at our values, we always look at them from the perspective that they must be in service, both of ourselves, but also in service of others. So let me read to you Twice Blessed by David White. So that I stopped there and looked into the waters, seeing not only my reflected face, but the great sky that framed my lonely figure. And after a moment, I lifted my hands and then my eyes, and I allowed myself to be astonished by the great everywhere calling to me like an old and unspoken invitation, made new by the sun and the spring and the clouds and the lights, like something both calling to me and radiating from where I stood, as if I could understand everything I had been given and everything ever taken from me, as if I could be everything I've ever learned and everything I could ever know, as if I knew both the way I had come and secretly the way underneath I was still promised to go, brought together like this with the unyielding ground and the symmetry of the moving sky caught in still waters. Someone I've been and someone I am just about to become. Something I am and will be forever. This sheer generosity of being loved through loving, the miracle reflection of a twice blessed life. Poetry is always something to sit with and dwell on and be with. So, of course, you can always tap back into this recording. I will also post it into the comments after our guided practice. So as you arrive in the space, dear ones, just make sure you are seated comfortably and that you notice what it is that you bring to the space today. And remember, everything is welcome in this space. Nothing is wrong or right. It just is. Maybe you light a candle. I'm also just going to light my incense. Preparing your space for your practice. Maybe you have some music in the background. There's a link to some music that you can tune into. Sitting upright, slightly tilting your pelvis. Beautiful straight spine. And start to activate your breathing. Beautiful inhales, long inhales. And long exhales. Moving breath. Our practice is all about the breathing. Being guided by the breath. The entire focus into the breath. Just tuck your chin slightly and gently push the back of your head up towards the ceiling. Roll your shoulders back and down. Inhaling and exhaling. Listen to the sound of your breathing. Soften into this moment. Giving yourself permission to be here, to stop everything else, to focus on you, your peace, your well-being. And when the mind wanders, which it does, just bring it back. Bring it back into focused breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. Sighing out any tension. As you inhale, you expand your chest, create space. And every exhale, you release, you let go. Soften in your shoulders. Soften in your arms, your hands, your fingers. We're going to practice heart coherence, aligning your heart, your mind, and your emotions. We're slowing down the breath. We're going to count in for 5 and count out for 5. Empty out your lungs completely. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and hold it. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty out. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty out. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty out. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. And exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty out. Keep breathing and stretching that breath. Just do what you can. For every inhale, you stretch it a bit further. You hold it a bit longer at the top. And as you exhale, you stretch the breath, empty out. Allowing breath to be your meditation. Allowing the mind to pause. And any thoughts that come, let them come. Let them pause. Let them be like little clouds in the sky, just passing by. Dissolve into this moment, into all your senses. For each exhale, You sink deeper and deeper into the seat of your true power, accessing your sacred inner well. Soften into your hips, your thighs, your knees, your ankles, and your feet. Moving breath in and out through your navel. Beautiful belly breathing. Let's give thanks. Thank you for being here, for showing up. Thank you for softening. Thank you, mind, for partnering. Thank you, heart, for opening and expanding. Thank you, body, for coming into coherence. And thank yourself for upgrading, moving into a higher frequency. Wrap yourself in a blanket of gratitude. Feel the ground beneath you, the supports. Listen. There's a song in your heart. Listen. Right here at the center of your being. Enjoy an empty space, empty of any fears, empty of any confusion, of doubt, worry. Relax into the space, plugged in to source energy. Relax into this loving embrace. Move breath receive your message for today. Listen. Stay connected to your breathing. Now plant your seed of intention in your inner garden, your garden of awakening. How do you see yourself today? What are you imagining? What is the energy you will allow in your thoughts, into your words, into your actions today? Be deliberate every step of the way. Be prompted by your essence. Give space for this inner conversation. And breathe. Indulge this beautiful energy. We're starting to bring gentle movements into the body. Getting ready to be ready for this beautiful day. Spinal rotations, beautiful spine, waking up all those cells in your body, hello cells. Listen to your body. How can you nourish your body vehicle today? This vehicle that takes you everywhere. Gentle stretches. We're going to take the last few breath cycles. We're inhaling and then holding the breath and squeezing all the root locks, holding your breath tight, tight. And experiencing these beautiful, strong releases. So let's get ready. Empty out your lungs. Inhaling. Hold and squeeze tight every muscle. And release. Again, inhaling. Hold it, squeeze tight, tight, tight. And release. Last one. Inhaling. And release. Rub your hands. Heat up the space between your palms. Now place your hands over your eyes. Hold them there for a moment. Just feel your grounding. Connected to your core. Clear on your intention for today. Blink your eyes open. Hey, happy Saturday. Welcome to this beautiful new day. And thank you for practicing alongside me. Have a beautiful day, a wonderful weekend. I look forward to see you next week in this beautiful practice. I'm streaming live every week. And take care. Walk deeply connected to your core. And remember, it gets easier and easier for every time that you find back to this space. There are in our Awakened Leadership community, there are some recordings. If you go to the guides, good morning, dear one. Nice to see you. So you can find under the guide sections, there are some saved guided morning practices there if you want to keep practicing every day, finding back to your center. Pleasure, dear one. So beautiful to practice alongside you. Have a beautiful weekend. Lots and lots of love. Go well.